I'm going to come back to you, Dennis, but the most important issue is how the family is dealing with all of this. Dr. Mustapha Iddrisu is the spokesperson for the late Ahmed Suale's family. He's joining us on Zoom right now. Dr. Mustapha Iddrisu, good evening. Thank you for joining us here on Ghana Tonight.
Good evening, Alfred, and good evening to your viewers.
This certainly must come as a big blow to the family. How's the family dealing with this latest development in court earlier today?
As a matter of fact, anytime somebody loses life, it is a pain to the family. It has been a pain to the family over the years. And all we have been looking for is for the state to be able to get the people who committed this heinous crime. So when somebody gets arrested, and then the family is excited that at the end of the day, at least somebody has been arrested and being prosecuted over this particular issue, then all of a sudden, you hear that the accused person has been left free to go. Definitely, as a family, we're not happy about this development. The family is saddened about this whole development. We do agree that this is not a civil case. It is a criminal case, and criminal cases are being handled by the states. So it behoves on the state to be able to handle this case and handle it in a better way. So if the accused person is let go, definitely the family is not happy about that, and the family is not going to be happy about this development.
The Attorney General was quite clear in the advice that he gave, which my colleague Dennis Kwaberi Wadam Esquire just went through, and I know you were on listening to him.
Yeah.
And to the extent that, one, the fact that this person, the discharged, his phone was said to have been located within the radius of where the incident happened, it's not enough evidence to have him nailed on the issue of murder or on the case of murder, which the threshold for establishing culpability is very high. And then also, most importantly, some of the eyewitnesses who helped in sketching the assailants that they saw indicated that this Daniel Cranting does not match any of the sketches of the assailants whom these eyewitnesses said they saw. So then it begs the question as to why he was even picked up and for the past 6 months and over, he's been going through this process all the while, is it not?
So the eyewitnesses gave vivid descriptions of the people they saw. The police have a forensic audit unit. The police have a unit that is going to sit down and do a sketch. They sketched. What have they done about the sketches? If you had a sketch of an individual and for 6 good years, you have not been able to trace such a person, then it will call your integrity to question. It will call your intelligence to question. You see, and when you are preferring charges for an individual or against an individual, it depends on the charges that you prefer against that person. None of the, eyewitnesses indicated that Daniel Cranting was there. It is the police investigations that came out to indicate that his phone was within the radius. We are not accusing him. No, that is not what the family is saying. But it is the police and their own investigations. So if you are investigating a criminal case and you are able to come out to say that such and such a person had his phone, who probably might have worked with the deceased, he had his phone around that particular area, you know the charges you are supposed to prefer against the person. Why do you go ahead to prefer murder case against a person whose phone was around the area? Why do you do that? So if you go and prefer a case against a person, a wrong, what do you call it, case against a person, then you haven't done anything. And you want the family to be happy? No, the family isn't going to be happy. What we are looking for is, the case is with the Ghana Police Service, it is with the states. The individual that was murdered was a state property. Each and every one of us living in Ghana is a state property. And for that matter, when somebody loses his or her life, and it is not a natural disaster, it is not that the person was taken to a hospital and the person died. Even when somebody dies in a hospital and it is as a result of negligence, the state has a stake in it. Mm-hmm. Not to talk of somebody that has been shot dead, cold blood, and then at the end of the day, for 6 good years, it is simply because the young man is not a policeman, was not a policeman. And I can say this with all certainty. If the young man were to be a policeman, a police officer murdered, Ghana Police Service would have found the murderer or murderers. Because they have done it before. And they have done it not once, not twice, not thrice. Don't attempt to deal with their person. So they will find you. But once you are not their person, forget it.
So are you at this point, you're questioning the commitment of the Ghana Police Service in getting to the bottom of this matter 6 years on?
Certainly. You see, Alfred, justice delayed is justice denied. They are denying the family justice. Not just the family, they are denying Ghana justice. For 6 good years, you have the sketches of the persons who possibly were found around that particular area in that night. You have them. And you cannot fish out these persons in Ghana, even if they are outside the country. You don't have contacts with Interpol. Can't they do this?
Okay. So there was actually, and this is also having a question of law in there, so Dennis would answer that. But would you support the call by some criminologists that if there are indeed sketches of the suspected assailants, as was described by the eyewitnesses to the police, at this point, 6 years on, if this suspect or the accused has been discharged, set free, then those sketches should be made public and these persons declared wanted so that the public can help the police. Is it a call that the family would support?
Why not? As I said, if it were to be somebody who has killed the police, by now they would have made public the people that they are suspecting. Why are they keeping it? Why is the police keeping the
sketches?
The sketches of the individuals. Why are they keeping it? So that they are the only people that will go around and look for the persons. Maybe one of them might just be living closer to my house. If I find somebody who looks like that, why wouldn't I report that to the police? So if you are not able as an institution to be everywhere in the country, there are people who can help. Why wouldn't they bring it out? Maybe the person that has been scared is sitting amongst us. And then we talk and we eat together. Just maybe. But if you keep it to yourselves, and you have been looking for those people for the past 6 years, that's a failure. It questions the integrity. It questions the. You see, when they say their motto is service with integrity, where's the integrity here? And where's the service?
Doc, I thank you. Maybe in a minute, what is going to be the next step for the family after this?
We are looking at the states.
Okay.
And we'll continue to call on the states to do what is right. We'll continue to call on the states every day, every minute, every hour, every second, every week, every month, every year. We will continue to call on the states to bring out the murderers of our brother.
Okay.
Thank you.
I thank you. I do appreciate your time, and it's a heavy moment, but thank you so much for putting yourself together to talk to us. Dr. Mustapha Iddrisu is the spokesperson for the late Ahmed Suale's family, and then it's quite clear the concern you have in there. In fact, we're receiving a lot of messages that if there are these sketches, then the police should make it public, so the public can help them. The family supports that.
It's important for us to state that when we say a person has been discharged, it does not mean that the door has been shut completely. It does not mean that if in the course of investigation there is further evidence to point to this same person, that person cannot be arrested and taken through the course. The person has only been discharged. It's not the case of you being acquitted and discharged. So it's important for us to put in there. But of course, as part of the investigations, I believe if it becomes necessary that the police take that route, they may do so. But you talked about declaring somebody wanted. Who really would they declare wanted? Because you declare somebody wanted by an identity.
True.
These are just sketches of people who may look like that. So they may also have to employ some diplomacy just so they don't complicate matters for somebody just walking in town, then they will look at you and say, you look like that sketch. Yes, but it's important to state that he has been discharged, not acquitted and discharged. But of course, that's where we are in respect of this particular matter. Investigations continue. Hopefully, the assailants themselves will be arrested and put before the law court.
I do appreciate this. Thank you so much. Janice Pape Wadam Esquire. It's a case that we're